11.2 billion cedis at the end of 2023. It increased to 626 billion cedis in January 2024 and further to 658.6 billion cedis in February 2024. Experts warn that without strategic interventions and prudent fiscal policies, Ghana's economic gains, especially those under the International Monetary Fund, could be jeopardized. For CNR Business, my name is Daniel Odro Mensah, Accra.
Government is increasingly coming under pressure to scrap the electronic transfer levy. This follows the announcement by government to reintroduce road tolls in 2025 as indicated in the 2024 media budget review. The following report has more details.
The introduction of the e-levy led to the suspension of the collection of road tolls as the government indicated that part of the revenue accrued from the e-levy was to be used for road infrastructure. In 2023, for instance, government collected over 1 billion cedis in revenue from the e-levy, but the recent announcement by Finance Minister Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam in the mid-year budget review about the reintroduction of road tolls in 2025 has consequently triggered a debate, particularly on social media, as many are demanding the scrapping of the e-levy. Generally, some members of the public are dissatisfied with the e-levy.
For the e-levy, since e-levy was introduced, I mostly avoid transactions like above 100 cedis. And the e-levy there, I won't scrap it. They should scrap it off. I mean, like I don't know what they're using it for actually. They promised a whole lot of things that they are going to use the e-levy for this and for that. I've not even seen one that they can pinpoint that this is what they're using the e-levy for.
As an individual, this particular task affects me a lot. So if I have to actually do a transaction, instead of sending money to somebody, because I know I'll be paying e-levy, I'd rather ask the person to allow cash out. In that case, I'll be able to, dodge the e-levy.
For the Mobile Money Advocacy Group, scrapping the e-levy will help resuscitate their business, which has taken a nosedive over the period. The group's Director of Operations, Stephen Gorman, explains to CNL Business the urgent need for the government to act on the public's demands.
From the scratch, we said this policy will not help us. It shouldn't go ahead. But you can have your say, but they can have their way. Now, we'll continue to say that government should revise it with the e-levy. When it comes to mobile money, you are paying everything. So if 1% flat rate, and that is what is killing our customers. So if it can be even like 0.2 is cool.
I've come to the University of Ghana Business School to pick the thoughts of economist Professor Patrick Esumi. Although he agrees with the sentiment for the removal of e-levy in favor of digital collection of road tolls, he believes it will be difficult for the government to relinquish the revenue stream amidst current economic conditions.
I personally don't think we should start scrapping the e-levy to bring in the tolls. The e-levy is not a good tax. With or without tolls, should be removed. A tax that is imposed on a particular method of payment is not a good tax to impose. If you want to tax electronic commerce, you should tax the electronic commerce and not tax the mode of payment. One thing we should understand is that, so in spite of whatever I'm saying, I'm not expecting that the government will actually remove the e-levy. One thing we should understand is that it is very difficult for the government to give up any revenue line. When it's introduced any tax, even however little, it is very difficult.
Stakeholders are increasing calls on the government to scrap the electronic transfer levy following announcements that it will reintroduce road tolls in 2025. For CNR Business, my name is Daniel Sakiti.
And that's all for CNR Business, proudly brought to you by MTN.